step beneath. I'm keeping my priorities. I'm learning my identity. She helping me, she helping me, helping me, she helping me, she helping me, she helping me.
Oh, there you go again. I love seeing you win because you are right on time. And you know what? You are showing up for you. And that makes all the difference in your life. But listen, you're making a difference in mine too. And I appreciate the fact that you're living your life with me. As you know, this space is a community of practice, or this might be your first time. You may not know. But our circle is a community of practice because it's a space, our circle, we learn, we grow, and we navigate life together. But we do it through wisdom, insight, faith, a little humor, and some real conversations. And listen here, we have made it. We have made it to day number 15. Who told us we wouldn't make it to day 15? I don't know. Why they said that? They shouldn't have said that. Here we are at day number 15 doing what we do, yes, of our 30-day homophone journey, where we are identifying words that highlight emotional, spiritual, and personal transformation. And today's words are dun 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 dun, no and no. Yeah, these words, they sound the same, but of course, you know that they carry a different meaning because they are what? That's right, homophones. Homophones, that's what they are. That is exactly what they are, okay? So I want you to know that we are exploring those words today. So when you truly know who you are, you become empowered to say no to what doesn't align with your purpose, what doesn't align with your peace, and what doesn't align with your growth. You become firm in the fact that no, period, is your response. So let's go ahead and officially begin our session. As I like to encourage you, you can grab a pen and a notepad. If you don't have one already, you can take some notes on your devices, or you can just sit back and chill. You know, you might be chewing while I'm chatting, right? A chew and chat. I'm gonna be having one of those very soon. A chat and chew. All right. In person here in Jacksonville. Okay, but we will begin our session with the definitions as I always do. No is defined as a refusal. It's a boundary. It's a line. It's a protection. It's a decision. No means to understand, to be aware, to be grounded in truth, to be certain of your identity and your values. And so here's the truth, okay? Your no becomes stronger when you know, when your no becomes clearer. Oh, okay, because I kind of butchered it. Let me say, your no becomes stronger when your no becomes clearer. I'll start with the word no, okay? So for many people, no, N-O, is one of the hardest words for them to say. And it's not because they don't want to say it. It's not because they don't know how to pronounce it. It's because they were never taught that they're allowed to say no. Right? Who you telling no to? Don't get me started. Yeah. In some cultures, saying no was completely off the table, and to some regards still is. So, my therapeutic insight for you is that some people struggle to say no often because they grew up in environments where their needs were ignored or their boundaries were violated, their voice was dismissed, or their emotions were minimized. And so their worth was tied to their performance. Their value was tied to pleasing others. Their safety depended on compliance, right? So as adults, what has happened or transpired to adulthood is that they overextend, they overcommit, they overexplain, over apologize, they overstay, they overwork, they overcompensate, all because they fear that saying no will lead to rejection, it will lead to conflict, disappointment. This is what they believe: abandonment, punishment, judgment, or even being misunderstood. Some people believe saying no will label them as being selfish, but the truth of the matter is saying no is not selfish, it is sacred. The word no protects your peace. No protects your purpose. N-O, that protects your energy. No protects your healing. No protects your boundaries. It does. N-O, it protects your identity. And here's something that many people do not realize. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you are saying no to something that could grow you. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you are saying no to something that could grow you. Because every yes has a cost. Every no has a purpose. And my therapeutic insight or nugget for you is: a healthy no is not a rejection of others, it is a protection of yourself. And do you deserve protection? You deserve protection. Who told you you didn't? Do you believe that you don't? I'm here to remind you, you deserve protection. I want you to imagine your life like is a house. I know it's unique, but follow with me, okay? Imagine that your life is a house. So your time, your energy, your emotions, and peace are the furniture inside of the house. Okay, so now I want you to imagine leaving your front door wide open every day of the week, wide open. Anyone can walk in, anyone can take what they want, anyone can rearrange your space, anyone can drain all of your resources, and you're standing there saying, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want people to think I'm selfish. I don't want to say no. But the truth is, a house without a door is not generous. It falls under being unguarded and unprotected. Vulnerable. Now don't get it twisted. Vulnerability has its place. But for this scenario, this imagery, I want you to consider a life without boundaries is not loving, it's unprotected. So your no is the door that protects your home. I don't know about you, but I consider my home a safe haven. All the cares in the world outside of these doors, when I come home, it's like, whoo, I made it. I need time to kick off my shoes, get relaxed, because it's a place of shalom. It's a place of peace. It is for me, and I hope it is for you. So I want you to now pivot your attention to the word know. Know means to be grounded in truth. To know means to be rooted in identity. To know means to be anchored in purpose. So when you know who you are, you stop accepting what isn't for you. When you know your worth, you stop tolerating what diminishes you. When you know your calling, come on, you stop chasing other people's callings. When you know your calling, you stay in your lane. When you know your calling and your purpose, you stop chasing what distracts you. When you know your boundaries, you stop apologizing for them. You stop it. Many people struggle to say no because they don't truly know themselves. I know that sounds crazy or weird, right? To some people. Some people won't even be able to comprehend that. But it is true. Some people don't know themselves. They don't know what they value, what they need. They don't know what they deserve, what they believe. They don't know what they want. They can't identify what drains them or what nourishes them, what aligns them with their purpose, or what violates their peace. And so when you don't know these things, your boundaries become blurry. Your decisions become reactive and not proactive. Your relationships become confusing and your life becomes exhausting. Why? Because you don't know yourself. But when you know yourself deeply, and when you know yourself honestly and compassionately, your no becomes natural. It's not that you say no to everything and everyone, but no is applicable, period. See, my biblical insight, Jesus knew who he was. And because of that, he said no. He said no often. He said no often to manipulation and pressure, misuse of his time, misinterpretation of his purpose. Yes, he did. He said no to people who tried to control him. He said no because he knew his assignment. See, your no becomes stronger when your no becomes clearer. Do you know your assignment? Do you know your purpose? Do you know your worth? Do you know who you are? Do you know your likes and your dislikes? Do you know your proclivities? What makes you unique? Because you are different from everyone. You know, it's my goal to bring these two words to everyday life, because maybe you've been saying yes out of fear. Maybe you've been saying yes out of guilt. Maybe you've been saying yes out of habit. Let's be real. Maybe you've been saying yes because you don't want to disappoint anyone. Maybe you have. Maybe there are other reasons why you have said yes. To fit in, to be like, there are many others. But today you have the opportunity to choose differently. Yeah. You get to say no. Just say it right now. Just say it. Just say no. Say it like that. I do. I want you to say it just like that, because you're saying it to yourself. Say no. Period. No more of this. Yeah. because you get to say no. But see, it's not from a place of anger, but it's a place of clarity. You get to say no. Stop for a minute and say no. Stop. And say no. And it's not because you don't care, but it's because you finally care about yourself. So when someone asks you something and you feel that it violates boundaries or you don't want to participate in it, you can say no or no, thank you. You get to say no. And it's not because you're rejecting others, but it's because you are protecting your peace. You get to say no. You get to say no. And you get to say no because you know who you are. Now, we aren't just haphazardly saying no to everything, right? We aren't saying no to a good work that's being done. But when it is, we are saying no to unnecessary aspects that have roots that are locked in to guilt, shame, fear, rejection, and we are. So, we're about to enter our moments of reflection. I want to ask you, what fear has been controlling your decisions? What do you need to say no to? What do you need to know about yourself to strengthen your boundaries? What is one no you need to say in the next few days or this week? And then lastly, what is one truth you need to know about yourself today? Remember, I always say the worst lie that you can ever tell is the lie to yourself. So don't do it. Answer these questions truthfully. Because as we begin to bring our session to a close today, I want you to choose one no that protects your peace and one truth that you will stand in that strengthens your identity. Your no is powerful, but your no, KNOW, is even more powerful. Remember this, when you know who you are, you can say no to what you are not, because your boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges to a healthier you. They are not boundaries. They are bridges to a more mindful you. And so I encourage you to be well, be you, and be true. Listen, until next time, community of practice, keep on living on purpose, in purpose, and know when to say no. Have a good one.